Bună ziua! Well, that's the way we say hello in Romania. Hello, children. How are you people doing? I'm saurabhkumardutt, and I'm here to teach you people a little bit of mathematics. Now, children, when we talk about circular permutations, it is when you are sitting on a round table to have some discussion, or probably you've gone to a nice restaurant and you've gone there sitting on a round table and ready for your dinner. Now, there can be some permutations or arrangements in this. That is, the number of people with whom you are seated, they all can be arranged in different ways. And here we're going to look up a formula for this. So for that matter now, I'd like you people to write the formula with me. If n people are to sit in a round table, then the number of permutations is equal to factorial of n minus 1. So remember, children, there is a round table and we've now considered here that there are n people in it. So if all of these people are, say, to sit on a round table and to have a conference, then obviously if we want the people to sit in such a way so that all of these have proper access to the discussion, then might be we are interested in skipping their partners and to have such sort of partners that a proper discussion happen, right? And no altercation for that matter to happen. So might be here these are the different people who are sitting on the round table, right? And let's say these are all n in number, right? And then if we want to find out the number of arrangements which are required so that all the discussion happens in a cordial environment, then the number of arrangements which are possible will be factorial of n minus 1, right? So you got to remember this formula. And now, children, we will be having a sum so that we can understand this concept perfectly well. So the question that I have for you people is now here like this. Quickly give it a try. I will give you some 10 seconds for trial, after which we will be discussing the sum. Okay, children, now let's discuss the sum. In the question, we've been given a round table conference is to be arranged among 20 delegates. How many arrangements are possible if two delegates are never to sit together, right? And in all, how many arrangements are possible? So these are two parts of this question. So the first part is pretty simple, where we've got to find out the number of arrangements which are possible. Since we know that the value of n is equal to 20, so if we talk about the number of permutations which are possible, so the number of permutations will obviously become equal to factorial of n minus 1, and in this case it is going to become equal to factorial of 20 minus 1, that is, it will become equal to factorial 19. You need not calculate it, and this, children, is going to become the answer to this question. Now we come to the second part, which is a little different. In the second part, children, we've been asked if two delegates are never to sit together, then you got to find out the number of permutations which are possible. So like we discussed just now, that if suppose we have this round table conference in which, let us say that if we talk about this person and if we talk about this person, both of these person are not to sit together, because if they sit together, then what will happen is there'll probably be some different sort of a altercation. As such, the whole conference which was happening will probably get debarred, right? For that matter, what we do is we see to it that both of these people don't sit together, right? And now in order to do that, we will now find out the number of such permutations which are possible. So the question being, if two delegates are never to sit together, so let's first find out the number of permutations which are possible when both of these people sit together, right? And then from the total number of arrangements, we will remove these number of arrangements. So now we will write this. number of permutations when two delegates sit together. So obviously both of these delegates can be considered just to be one, right? For that matter here, let us look up in the last figure that we had. So what we can do is we can put both of these to be sitting together. As such, both of these can be considered just to be one person, right? And then if we have such a sort of a case, then the total number of delegates will now reduce by 1. As such, it will become n minus 1. In this case, as the value of n is 20, so it will become 20 minus 1, that is 19, right? So now here you will say, therefore, number of delegates now considering them to be 1 is equal to 19. Therefore, arrangements possible will become equal to a factorial 18, because if n is 19, then the number of permutations which are possible will become equal to factorial 18. But remember children, these two people are still sitting together. As these two people are sitting together, then obviously what will happen is you can even exchange their positions. That means you can make this person to sit here and you can make this person to sit here. Or in other words, you can say that this can thus happen in 2 into factorial 18 ways, right? So as such, we will further multiply this by 2. Right now children, here we want to find those number of permutations when these two people never sit together. So now we will write this number of permutations when these two people never sit together is equal to total number of permutations which are possible out of 20 people minus permutations when they sit together, right? So here children, when we calculate this will come to what? This will come to the total number of permutations children is factorial 19, right? And from that then you will subtract here factorial 18 times of 2. Right now, if you have to calculate this further, what will happen is factorial 19 can be written as 19 times of factorial 18, right? And from that you have to subtract factorial 18 times of 2. Now out of both of these children, what you can do is you can take factorial 18 outside, and then further you are left out with 19 minus 2. So that then becomes equal to 17 times of factorial 18, and that children will become your final answer. So I'll just quickly discuss this all over. In the question children, we've been given here that there is a roundtable conference which is to be arranged among 20 delegates, and here you have to talk about the number of arrangements which are possible. So this is the most straightforward question, that is total number of people are 20 and the number of permutations of any arrangements which are possible is seeked. So obviously that will become equal to factorial of n minus 1, and here children it will become equal to factorial of n in this case, which is 20 minus 1. As such, it will become factorial of 19, right? Now children, after this you've been asked how many arrangements are possible if two delegates never sit together? So if two delegates never sit together, then probably these are two delegates who sit together and make some menace. So if we look up the figure that we had at hand last time, we had probably these two people who were to sit together, but when they sit together they will have some altercation. As such, we will have to find out all such sort of arrangements for the people who are sitting in a round table conference, so that no people intersect each other such that they talk personally to each other and disturb the conference. So that is the reason. First, what we'll do is, first we already found out the number of arrangements which are possible when any person sits anywhere, and then we will find those permutations when these two people sit together, and when from the total number of permutations, if we subtract this, that is when these two people are sitting together, then we will get the number of permutations which are possible when none of these people sit together. So this is, children, what we've done. So first we found out the number of permutations which are possible, right, when both of these people sit together. So if both of these people sit together, as you can see here, they will form a single arrangement. You can, for that matter, you can consider that both of these are sitting on a single bench, or probably a sofa which has two seats. As such, both of these people are sitting together and they become a single entity. So the total number of entity now will become equal to 19, as two have formed just one, right? So the number of arrangements which are possible will be factorial 18. However, if you talk about both of these people, they can be mutually exchanged, right, such that the person sitting on the right can be made to sit on the left, and the person sitting on the left can be made to sit on the right. As such, the number of arrangements which are possible will be factorial 18 into 2. Next, now children, after this, when we want to find out the number of permutations such that these people are never sitting together, like I've already discussed, from the total number of permutations without any restrictions, if we remove the permutation when both of these people were sitting together, obviously we will get the number of permutations when these people never sit together. So as we calculated both of these, from the total number of permutations we will subtract the permutation when these people are always sitting together. Right now, children, if you talk about factorial 19, that can be written as 19 times of factorial 18. Right, so from both of these terms we find that factorial 18 is common, so we will take it out, and inside we will be left out with 19 minus 2, which becomes equal to 17. Right, so 17 times of factorial 18 will become the final answer. So is everybody clear about this? Puneet? Sure. That's good, children. Make sure you practice sums of this type and make permutations your forte. Do practice, because practice is what will make your maths stupendously awesome. Make sure, children, that you follow my advice and do the proper practice. Bye now, children, and have a nice time.